This house is very significant because John Wright, being a white man, did not go along with what was happening. Yeah. And he allowed women and children in this house. He's even showed us when Dora was here, under the staircase in different places, hiding in this house. And upstairs in whatever they call the loft, the loft area, he hid them up there also. So if they were being hidden here, that was significant.
John Wright is the white guy who lives in Rosewood. It's a combination house and store. He provides the connectivity between Rosewood and the outside world. He's there tied to the market, as it were.
My stepfather bought this house. It was like his dream house. He found it. I did want to see someone buy it who could understand the history and the just the value of it, the value of that history, and how it does need to be preserved.
Did you not know any of the history?
No, he don't either.
No one knew the history of it?
He just knew old house.
Okay.
Doyle liked old house.
Yes.
When he find this house, yeah, he asked me, how do you like this? It's a nice place. I go like that, not knowing he wanted to buy.
It's the first time it's being sold since it became public, and now is the opportunity for someone to come in and do something special with it. And I'm hoping it educates this area that they understand what happened here was a terrible thing, and that maybe it would hopefully bring, you know, an end to some of this prejudice and hatred that we see still today, that they would recognize, wow, it's legitimate what happened to them. It is a terrible atrocity, and it's just the education of it. And because, you know what, history repeats itself, and if it's forgotten, then that would be tragic.
The bones of this house was laid in place by the hands of those that suffered. From the wood that they cut, from the wood that they shipped out through their mills, those hands put this house together. And so I think this has so much of this, the suffering portion of those people in it. And so this needs to be preserved as a monument to that. And being the only one house that was left standing,
because a white man lived here.
It was meant to have a history.
One day we were out there at the sign, and the red truck guys came by. I knew what it was, and I was trying to get them back in the bus. And they came by hollering, "Niggers go home," and other slants. Oh, that sign has been torn down so many times and drug into Cedar Key, into the waterways, and there are bullet holes in that sign that I can show you.
I don't know how many you went through. How many posts?
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh.
I'll go out there and show you the bullet holes in there. And then they took the...
It won't even last a week.
That's right.
Bullet holes in it even? Wow.
They replace, it's gone again.
The message is that they don't want the sign there, and that they don't want any remembrance of Rosewood. What happened here in 1923, the mob came to this house, and in the back area, in the wooded area back there, they were looking toward the house and were going to break in because they thought there were some African Americans here. What happened, the wife of John Wright came out here on this porch with her shotgun.
Oh, wait. Oh, wow.
And she got out here, and they said she went just like that, and she told any of them that came past those two cedar trees out there, they would be dead. And so she stood out here, and they backed off. What we want to see is that the land and the house preserved for historical values for the future. The type of use of it, we're not sure. Our goal is to educate. That is the key thing. It's just important that we share this history and make people aware. I'm not just talking African American, I'm talking all people from all cultures, because every culture has a Rosewood.